This is chickpeas pasta. This is the one pot pasta I love. This is vegan, vegetarian, this is full of flavors, full of energy, full of proteins, and it will make you happy. This pasta, not only it's easy, but it's going to change your life. And look at that. Simplicity at its best. To make my favorite one-pot pasta, we need 350 grams of Ditalini Rigati pasta. I like to use this pasta. If you cannot find it, try to use a short pasta, like similar to this size, but do not use a long pasta, please. 2 small cans of chickpeas, 1 carrot chopped into pieces, 1/4 of onion chopped into pieces, and 1 garlic. 1 small can of peeled tomatoes, fresh rosemary, a few bay leaves, pecorino cheese, as much as you like, extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper. First thing we're going to do is to separate the chickpeas. So we have 1 small can of chickpeas in a bowl. We're going to use this for the sauce. And 1, it's here because we're going to turn this into a cream. Okay, so let's put a generous amount of extra virgin olive oil, a few tablespoons. Now get a hand blender or use a big blender if you want and blend them. You might need to add a splash of water, so here we go. Put about 2-3 tablespoons of water. Here we go. The cream, it's done. This is beautiful just as it is. You can just have this with a slice of bread, but we're gonna use it for the pasta today. It's gonna take the pasta to the next level. Now we need to blend or crush the tomatoes. You can use passata. I like to use peeled tomatoes because I taste the tomatoes a lot more. It's the closest I can get to fresh. And now we gently crush these tomatoes. So, we want the fire on a low heat, okay? Here I've chosen a nice chasseur copper pot. Now be generous with extra virgin olive oil. And when I say generous, I'm talking about 4-5 tablespoons. We're going to cook the carrot and the onion together. This is a soffritto. I do like to add carrots because it brings a beautiful sweetness and beautiful flavors to this dish. I think carrots is extremely important for this dish. Now we do not want to burn the ingredients, okay? So don't forget that. At the same time now, I'm going to add the bay leaf, so it gives the flavor to the soffritto, and the rosemary. Make sure it's fresh. As you can see, I'm not adding the garlic yet, because the garlic will cook very quickly, and I don't want to burn it. So let's wait about 5 minutes before we add the garlic. So what I recommend now is to close the lid. Now let's make sure the soffritto gets to know all the flavors, they make love together, so we don't want to watch. After about 5 minutes, this is what we get. Look how beautiful. The smell is great. Oh, love it. Now it's time for the garlic, okay? So I like to crush my garlic. The reason why I'm only using 1 garlic is because it's all about the balance here, okay? And the garlic doesn't have to take over. The garlic needs to be there, but do not take over this dish. Beautiful. Now put about 2 tablespoons of water in this. So this way we don't burn the garlic. Now we cover it again. The soffritto should be cooked for at least 10 minutes. Okay, you want these flavors to really get to know each other. So, see you soon. Now we're ready to add the sauce, but before that, see the rosemary? I like the leaf to come off the rosemary. You can get them off before, but I like to do it now because I think by we're releasing all the flavors, it will keep the branch in there. So now we want to take this off, which is the branch from the rosemary. We don't want to eat that. Now we can add the beautiful sauce that we crushed, the peeled tomatoes. So here they go. Now quickly stir well. Nice. Beautiful. Now we're going to add the chickpeas. As you can see, guys, I removed the water from the chickpeas. I do not like to eat the water that is inside the chickpeas can. Some people think it's flavors. I don't believe it is. So let's put them in. Now what we need to do is to put some salt. Don't go crazy with the salt, please. Put some pepper. And stir. Here it is, beautiful. This is beautiful, full of flavors. All I want to do now is to remove the bay leaf. The bay leaf gave the flavors to the tomato sauce, which is important, but now we can get the bay leaf out. We don't want to eat the bay leaf. Prefer to do this now, so at least I know where they are. Great, now we put the pasta in. Pay attention now, this is very important. Now, stir. I want the pasta to get the flavors. At the moment, we are not cooking the pasta yet, okay? So the instruction on the packet says, cook the pasta al dente for 10 minutes, okay? So I'm going to cook the pasta for 10 minutes, but I haven't started counting the time yet. This is the moment that the pasta is mixing with the sauce. Okay, like that, beautiful. Now we can add 1 mug of water, just water from the tap. So we put it in there. And we cook this like a risotto, okay? We need to be here for 10 minutes. Keep stirring it, keep an eye on it, okay? This is what we do now. We stir, and we want to see the pasta cooking. The pasta has to cook. Let's put the stove up. We want to actually boil the pasta now, okay? But at the same time, we need to stir because we don't want the pasta to get stuck to the bottom. As you can see, we don't have too much water in there. So it is important that we use the risottatura technique. It's like when you cook risotto. You're there stirring. So I've got 10 minutes to count from now. The moment you stop stirring, you need to be careful because the pasta can get stuck to the bottom, okay? So as you can see, there is not much water in there. So maybe I need to add a little bit more water. So don't be scared of adding more water. I've just added an extra mug. Maybe it's too much. I don't think so. Normally, 2 full mugs of water will cook these 350 grams of Ditalini. My clothes get a beautiful smell. I get a smell going into my nostril. This is beautiful. I recommend you to put music on, open a bottle of wine. This is great. This is fun. This brings me beautiful memories back to when I was little. My grandmother, my nonna, used to make this all the time, and so my mom. And it's that simple dish, simple flavors, vegan, vegetarian flavors, you know, that you can't live without it, you know. You really need to experience this. It's so beautiful and so easy. If you had a bad day, you make this and you will feel so much better. Guys, have a look inside. This is nice and creamy. There's not much water left. Let's see how creamy it is already. Before we add the chickpeas cream, I need to make sure the pasta is cooking well. It needs about 3-4 more minutes. So now we can add the chickpeas cream. So let's go in to the chickpeas. Go all the way in. For the cream you got left in there, let's put some, we have some cream left in there, so let's put some water to clean this. All right, perfect. And now we stir. This beautiful chickpeas cream is gonna take this dish to the next level. Look how creamy it is. And when I put pecorino at the end, it's gonna be even creamier. As you can see, the pasta is cooking now in the cream, and I don't think we need any water, but if you are worried, I'll do this with you. We add more water, okay, just a little bit more, not too much. And you will see the pasta will absorb the water, okay? It might look runny now, but I promise you it's not gonna be runny. This pasta will be creamy and full of flavors. I think we have about 2 more minutes before we can serve. It might look runny to you, but this actually will thicken because the chickpeas cream is in there. So just wait the extra 2 minutes and you will see what this is gonna turn like. And the importance of the carrots. The carrots cut smaller than the pasta. It's very important. You chop the carrots smaller than the pasta. The carrot is such an important ingredient that you cannot miss. You always need to eat the pasta, okay? If the pasta is not cooked yet, you cook it an extra minute, extra 2 minutes. If it needs more water, you add more water. What's important is that it's not watery, okay? You want this to be creamy. All right, so the pasta is ready, guys. Look at that. Pasta is ready. As you can see, it's creamy without the cream. So it looks beautiful, see? Nice. What we need to do now is get it off the stove. Put this one here, you don't see it here, do you? Now this is what we want to do. We get this off the stove, and look at that. And just move it a little bit, okay? I'm just gonna move it. The dish is perfect as it is. Keep it like that if you want to have it vegan, but I need pecorino cheese. I always put pecorino cheese in my food, so here it is. Let's sprinkle some nice pecorino. You can be very generous, please. And now we mix it. Stir, stir. Now we can serve this beautiful, wonderful pasta. All right, time to serve. Oh, I love it, look at that. Look how pretty this is. See how creamy it is? See, it's not runny, so it is creamy, full of flavors. This is what you want to achieve. If you want to take it to the next level again, put some rosemary, which we are gonna chop very fine, and it will give beautiful flavors. So this is what we do. Go here, we get them off. We crush. Now we chop. Beautiful. And now this is going to be our decoration. A little bit more pecorino. And now we can serve it. The best time of the video recipe. It's time to eat, ladies and gentlemen. Look, listen to the sound. Creamy. Cheesy. Full of flavors. Pasta, cooked to perfection. The chickpeas are full of flavors. Such a simple, cheap ingredient, full of flavors. Wow. I like the rosemary on top. I like the tomato sauce because it's there, but it's not taking over. Like, you know, the chickpeas and the rosemary is what you can taste more. The pecorino is what brings everyone together. It brings so much joy to your food. I love it. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. We will see you on the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe. Please write a comment below and let me know what recipe should I make next? E ora si mangia! Vincenzo's plate. Thank you.